Hello, AFK here. MapleStory had a before launch festival event where players were given temporary level 40 characters and a lot of golden tokens to buy items with. The video you see now is a tutorial for customizing your characters. You can change the lengths or move around certain parts of hairstyles and move around decorations. Not much here, but the variety for customizing your characters come from all the different kind of hairstyles and clothing you can get through cash items or player design items, which will be explained briefly later on.
자, 준비됐어?
이 세계를 유지하는 세계의 힘에 대해 들어본 적이 있나?
Basic summary here is that there's three forces of life, time, and dimension that are upholding this world, and these forces are called 라펜타스.
근원을 라펜타라고 부른다네. 라펜타 이전의 세상은 세이지라고 불렸던
In the world before 라펜타스 existed, there were three stages who were responsible for keeping the world in balance.
하지만
But Big Bad Guy appeared,
아방이 나타나 세계가 위험해진 거야.
so Empress Ereve fought against this threat with several heroes. So this is what I guess is something that happened during MapleStory 1. I'm not really sure, but that's the vibe I'm getting here. Yet, they were not enough to fight Big Bad Guy, and the sages had to sacrifice themselves to create the 라펜타스. They were used to seal away the darkness. The heroes that fought alongside the Empress were assigned as guardians of the 라펜타스.
세계의 라펜타를 전해주며 안전하게 지켜줄 것을 당부했네. 이 세상은 그렇게
Balance was returned to the world, but the darkness still lingers, and the time will come when new heroes will be needed, presumably now.
희미하지만 강력한 어둠의 힘. 다시 영웅이 필요한 시대가 올 게야. 더 궁금한 것이 남았나?
잠깐! 물속에서는 자동으로 수영할 수 있습니다.
And here goes the tutorial for
머리
newbies.
위에 노랗 가까이
Whenever I see a
가서
well-structured
말을 걸어보세요.
tutorial for games, I always think of Black Desert. You don't just throw players into a game and expect them to go along with it, especially in a super complicated game like Black Desert.
꽃을 찾았으니 꿀을 모아볼까요?
Just look at this. MapleStory is probably as simple as it gets. And see how much effort they're putting into making sure that the most pampered players can settle in. Why look, it tries so hard that the game won't even let me open menus that haven't been explained yet.
먼저
Okay, maybe that's a bit too much, but considering the average age of the target audience for this game, it's understandable.
레시피가 없어.
여러분께서는 곧
Here's
레벨
another
40이
bit
되어
showing
트라이아의
consideration for
도전을
players.
하게 되는데요. 트라이아의
They've
브랜드
prepared a
오리지널
tutorial
장식에서
for the festival
원하는
event,
직업을 선택해
since
주세요.
players, most of who have absolutely no experience with MapleStory 2, including me,
마켓에서
only have
제가
2 hours
다양한
max
아이템들을
to try the game out.
참, 원하시는 지역 어디든
The tutorial for the
상관이
event
없으면
explains the basics of what they should be doing,
꼭 사용해
such as
보세요.
advancing to a class they want, buying gear, getting cosmetics, and quick traveling through the world map.
스킬로 확인해 보세요. 그럼 본격적으로 페스티벌을 즐기러 출발해 볼까요? 고고고! 트라이아에 도착했습니다. 트라이 원하는 직업으로 전직하고 더 큰 모험을 즐기시길.
Here we have all the class trainers gathered in this building.
강해질 각오는 됐어?
We have the thief class, which is the melee assassin.
진정한 전사가 되고 싶나?
Here we have the berserker, which seems to be the offensive warrior type.
에게서는 끝이 보이지 않는 어둠이 느껴지는군.
The assassin, who is the ranged assassin type, I guess.
가 되고 싶나?
The knight, who is the defensive warrior type. Priest, who seems to be the support caster.
뭘 그렇게 고민하고 그래? 일단 저지르고 보는 거야.
The heavy gunner, which is one of the ranged classes with a gun. I mean, what more is there to it? wizard, which is the offensive caster.
자넨 누구인가?
And last we have the ranger, which is the bow wielding ranged class.
무슨 일인가?
I've decided to go with the ranger for the festival event. I'm thinking of trying the berserker first when the game launches at July 7th.
새로운 친구 요청이 있습니다.
The game shows a lot of effort put into the community system. There's a lot of game elements with social media features and other ideas that seem to have been inspired from what mobile games have been doing. The taxi spot, which can be activated as a waypoint. I think there's some kind of limitation to using the helicopter, and the taxi is the more free to use transportation method. I mean, that's just my guess. And of course, all the nice hairstyles and facial options are the ones that have to be purchased. Yes, I'm going to be using way too much time decorating my character, which I can be only using for 2 hours.
지금보다 더 예쁘고 잘생겨지고 싶나요?
예! 여기로 와주세요.
Here's that helicopter quick travel option being used. And here's the interesting part with character customization. I can buy clothing, vehicles, and other stuff from the premium market, but there's also a designer market, which is where players can sell items, clothing, and stuff like decorations, other kind of decorations that they've designed themselves. the market sells some basic templates for which players can design their own facial features or clothing with. I'm interested to see how they'll be able to regulate the market with, well, you know, inappropriate items and stuff like that, but that remains to be seen. The concept itself is pretty cool though.
안녕. 와.
Here's some of the player designed clothing, most of them which are female, so as a male character I don't really have much choices here, and the choices I have are, well, pretty poor. Except for this one, yeah, this one's okay. I really don't see an average baseball cap in the premium market, so I'll go with this one. Steparu and I wanted to try one of the new dungeons that were revealed for the festival event, but at the time we didn't know what we were getting ourselves into. The dungeon turned out to be a 10-man raid which required proper execution of tactics, and being a server that's only open for 2 hours, we didn't really have much time to practice and coordinate. I still managed to gather 8 people to form a pickup group. But as you can see here, the boss naturally wiped the floor with us. Look at here, for example, this alarm clock pattern seems to be something that has to be cancelled, but we had no idea how to do that. It's only a couple moments left before the servers go down. We decided to split up and I went on my own to go exploring for a bit. Oh man, that music. I mean, I never played Maple Story, but my sister played it a lot and I can recognize that music. And there goes the server. So that was it for the festival event, and the servers will be officially open in let's see, yeah, I know, a little over 2 weeks time.